Paula Weller back here again with Axis Strength, and we're moving on to a core series of about 8 different modifications of a prone plank. And so our first progression that we're going to do utilizes this hand strap being about 8 to 10 inches off the ground. We're going to come onto our bottoms and go ahead and cross our foot over to the opposite strap and our other foot into its opposite strap. And we're going to turn over in prone position. So that now that we're in prone plank, we're going to keep our shoulders directly over top of our elbows, and we are going to push up with our core, making our body in complete alignment again, back up into plank position. With this position, you want to make sure that you are keeping your body in full plank without having your hips dip down or dip up. And what this does, by utilizing more core strength, you're protecting your lower back from injury. Our next progression is to go up to flat palm on ground, keeping the shoulders directly again above the wrist into full plank. Again, making sure that we don't dip our hips down or have our bum tucked up. So our next progression that we're moving into is still prone plank from the elbows, and it's the same positioning that we did for that first movement, except for this time when we come up, we're going to add a basic crunch. And how that looks is we're going to drive up with our back and drive our knees up to chest and return to full plank position. To add a little bit more difficulty to it, we're moving to our second position that we did, from flat palms up into plank, same movement, keeping full alignment, driving our back up and our knees up to chest, and then returning to plank. Our next progression, we're going to add an oblique crunch. And we are going to start again by having elbows on our mats, our bodies coming up to plank position, our knees are turning out, coming up to do a side crunch, bringing our knees first to the right, back to plank, off to the left, back to plank. And yet again, adding difficulty by going up to extended arm with our palms directly underneath our shoulder for support. So our final 2 progressions that we're going to do is a front plank in prone position with a crunch, and we're going to add a push-up. And then I'm going to follow straight into the same type movement from plank position with an oblique crunch and a push-up.